My name's Jody Barber. I'm a neurological physiotherapist. I'm employed by Central London Community Healthcare NHS Trust. Qualified for 30 years and I've been working with people with MS for about 25 years, and as part of that been prescribing standing frames. Standing frames are so important to people with MS because it enables them to manage to live well with their condition for longer. Some of the deconditioning that can happen with MS are quite insidious. They're not really aware that it's going on. A standing frame can be used in their home, in their workplace. They're really accessible. People like using them. And the key is to get that prescription, that provision of the standing frame in at the right time and as early as possible to help manage someone to live really well with their multiple sclerosis symptoms for as long as possible. And the earlier you can get them standing, the better. We have a community setting where we can see people as outpatients. We also see people in their own homes. We can also see people in their places of work. So we're there to facilitate people living well with MS in the community, in their everyday lives. In Hertfordshire, for the last 20 years, we've been able to loan standing frames to people with MS. The Standing Up for MS study has been really useful and a really powerful piece of information to help justify the funding for standing frames for people with MS in the community. So over the pandemic, the last year and a half, we've kind of really created how we want that system to look and work really efficiently. So the first thing you need is a procurement system for standing frames. And in order to do that, and we've talked about using the SUM study, we use a clinical reasoning form to justify the use of why we want that frame for that particular person. There are also key details in there like size of frame, height of frame, width, access to house, where in the house it's going to be used, who might be supporting that person with standing if that's required. We also have like a clear loans log system where it's numbered, and that's in close conjunction with the medical devices department of our hospital trust, who need to asset tag them so that they know when they do need to service them, which is roughly yearly. And then we work really closely with a furniture removal company for delivery for frames that we can't deliver ourselves. Some frames we are able to deliver ourselves. We also have enough storage so that we can store a handful of frames so that we can assess people in them, and if there are enough in our stores, we can loan out immediately. We really understand the value of these frames. We want to provide them to the right people at the right time. So we have really clear lines of communication with the patient. They know exactly who to contact if there's a problem. So like a patient-initiated follow-up review process is in place. Whatever the problem is, we can solve that at source really quickly. And if for whatever reason there needs change and the frame needs to be returned, we can have that frame reserviced and reissued to another client. There are multiple stakeholders in place. Obviously the patients and their families. There are the physiotherapists, managers, people that commission the funding of equipment for the service, which will be different in different areas. And you need all of those people to talk to each other. You need a really robust system to demonstrate to all of the stakeholders that it's going to work, that it's tight, it's going to have longevity to work way into the future. Standing frames enable people with MS to live well and manage their symptoms for a lot longer, and they should be really hopefully available to everybody as a standard piece of equipment in everyone's home. It should be like as standard and as everyday as brushing your teeth.